For the past 1 week, we have explored many principles and components that Lee Kuan Yew espoused in redefining leadership in Singapore and leading it to the very promised land the nation is blossoming on now. Today on Day 7, we will look at how Lee Kuan Yew, the founding Prime Minister of Singapore, applied adaptability and a commitment to continuous learning in transforming Singapore from a third world country into a first world nation. His leadership was marked by a flexible approach to policies, a willingness to embrace new ideas, and an unrelenting focus on building a prosperous and well-governed society. Here is how these qualities were exemplified. Number 1, adaptability to global shift. Lee Kuan Yew recognized Singapore's strategic advantage in its location, openness to trade, and ability to adapt to global changes. Singapore adapted policies to attract foreign investments, promote free trade, and become a major global port and financial center. Number 2, pragmatism over ideology. Lee Kuan Yew prioritized practical solutions over rigid ideologies in his post-colonial governance, prioritizing survival and success. He made tough decisions, fostering strong relations with Western powers and maintaining good ties with neighboring countries. Number 3, commitment to learning from others. Lee's administration drew inspiration from other nations' successes and failures, implementing policies on urban development, public housing, and economic planning. He believed learning from others and adapting to global best practices would help Singapore avoid pitfalls. Lee also sent ministers to study developed economies, benchmarking progress against developed nations. Number 4, human capital development and lifelong learning. Lee Kuan Yew emphasized education, as we said yesterday, as a key to national progress. Investing heavily in technical and higher education, this led to Singapore transitioning from low-skill manufacturing to high-tech industries, maintaining economic relevance. Lifelong learning policies encouraged retraining and reskilling to remain competitive in global markets. Another aspect of adaptability was Lee's handling of Singapore's ethnic diversity. In a region marked by racial tensions, Lee adopted policies that promoted racial harmony and national unity. The government enforced policies that ensured fair representation of all ethnic groups in housing, education, and employment, which was crucial for fostering a stable and cohesive society. Number 6, economic transformation. Lee's adaptability in Singapore's economic evolution led to a shift from low-cost, labor-intensive industries to higher-value industries like electronics, biotechnology, and pharmaceuticals. He created favorable conditions for multinational corporations, ensuring Singapore's global competitiveness by positioning it as a stable, efficient, and business-friendly environment. Number 7, building a clean and efficient government. Lee Kuan Yew also applied adaptability in governance by creating an efficient, meritocratic, and corruption-free government, just as we said earlier. Singapore's civil service was structured to reward talent and integrity, with Lee adapting governance models that were transparent and focused on long-term planning rather than short-term political gains. This adaptability in public sector management earned Singapore a reputation for having one of the least corrupt governments in the world. Number 8, environmental and infrastructure planning. As a leader, Lee constantly adapted to Singapore's urban challenges with limited land and a rapidly growing population. Lee's government adopted innovative urban planning solutions, including the introduction of extensive public housing, integrated public transport, and green spaces. By focusing on sustainability and long-term growth, Singapore was able to develop into a modern, green, and efficient city-state. Number 9, visionary leadership with flexibility. Lee's leadership was visionary, but his vision was not static. He continuously adjusted Singapore's trajectory based on changing global trends and local needs. For instance, when Lee realized that Singapore's water security was at risk, he initiated projects to diversify the country's water supply, including destination and water recycling plants, ensuring Singapore's long-term resilience. Lee Kuan Yew's application to adaptability and learning was central to Singapore's transformation. His pragmatic, flexible approach to governance, willingness to learn from others, and ability to adjust policies as the global landscape changed were instrumental in elevating Singapore to a first world nation. This is what P2B exemplifies too, and we cannot afford to miss him come 2027. My name is Chikeze Obona Oyenonuzochi, and this is the COO. Here we talk solutions. See you next time as we wrap up on this 15-day series. Bye.